Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4.
Hey guys. On a cold night in March 2026, just as the clock struck midnight in Indonesia, the digital world suddenly felt like it was trembling, as if every server across the planet vibrated at once because of a single, long-awaited moment. Without warning, screens lit up everywhere, and there they were, 7 figures from Beats appearing with an indescribable lore, standing tall atop a massive white ship gliding across an endless ocean. The night wind brushed through their hair with a quiet intensity, as though each strand carried stories from their long journey, while the moonlight fell perfectly across their faces, casting dramatic shadows that left viewers completely speechless. They no longer looked like mere idols standing on a stage, but like symbols of power, living legends who had returned from a long journey, ready to conquer the world once again in a way only they could. The name of the ship was simple yet mysterious: Swim, a metaphor that felt incredibly deep, as if they weren't just sailing, but diving into an ocean of emotions yet to be explored. And the moment the second teaser dropped, time seemed to lose all meaning, because within seconds, millions of people around the world pressed play, as if pulled by an invisible force uniting them in one shared moment. The first 10 minutes felt like a growing explosion, with views skyrocketing to 500,000, not just as a number, but as proof of the anticipation that had been burning in ARMY's hearts. 20 minutes passed in what felt like seconds, and the views nearly hit 1 million, making it clear that this wasn't just an ordinary comeback, it was a phenomenon reminding the world exactly who they are. Then, at exactly the 27-minute mark, the number crossed 1 million views, creating a digital explosion that echoed across the internet, making it one of the fastest achievements of 2026. Even more incredible, it came just behind their own previous record, which had reached the same milestone in 21 minutes earlier that same month. This wasn't competition with other artists, it was competition with themselves, something only a group that has surpassed global industry standards could achieve. Behind those numbers were millions of emotions colliding, because ARMY didn't just watch, they felt. They lived inside that moment as if they were part of the journey. Social media transformed into an unstoppable wave of reactions, especially on X, where excitement, disbelief, and wild theories flooded timelines non-stop. Some fans jokingly shouted, "Stop freezing the views," as YouTube view counts temporarily stalled, a classic moment that always seems to happen whenever Beats releases something. Yet somehow, moments like that made everything feel even more real, more alive, and more emotional, because it became part of a shared global experience. The Swim ship wasn't just a visual element, it symbolized the long journey they had taken, from trainees to irreplaceable global icons. Every step they took on that deck felt like a declaration that they had returned not as who they once were, but as stronger, deeper, and more evolved versions of themselves. Their eyes held unspoken stories, as if there were hidden messages only those paying close attention could truly understand. And beneath it all was a sense of longing finally fulfilled, because after their military hiatus, this moment felt like a long-awaited reunion with the world. The name of the album, Rearing, began echoing across platforms, carrying both cultural depth and modern energy, building massive anticipation for what's to come. March 20th, 2026, was no longer just a date, it became a historic moment marked by millions around the globe. The title track Swim was already being predicted as something different, something deeper and more emotional, inviting listeners to dive into the story they were about to tell. This teaser was only the beginning, a spark before a massive wave, like the first ripple before a tsunami. And ARMY knew that what they were seeing was only a fraction of the full story yet to unfold. Behind the stunning visuals lay years of hard work, dedication, and unseen struggles that made every second of the teaser feel meaningful. Once again, Beats proved they weren't following trends, they were setting standards that others could only try to reach. Their presence on screen didn't just entertain, it left a lasting impression that lingered long after the video ended. And when it did end, many immediately pressed replay, unwilling to let the moment go. Because in the end, this wasn't just about music or visuals, it was about the emotional connection they had built with their fans over the years. A connection that now burned brighter than ever, bringing new hope and unstoppable energy. So take a deep breath, ARMY, because what's coming isn't just a comeback, it's a tidal wave ready to shake the world once again. The ship has already set sail, and this time, nothing can stop it. What makes this moment even more powerful is the silence before the storm, the brief seconds before the music fully hits, where every heartbeat feels synchronized across millions of viewers watching from different corners of the world. In that silence, you can almost feel the weight of everything they've been through, the years of growth, the challenges, the sacrifices compressed into a single frame that speaks louder than words ever could. As the teaser unfolds, every visual feels intentional, from the movement of the waves to the subtle shifts in their expressions, creating a cinematic experience that feels more like a story than just a music preview. Each member carries a distinct presence, yet together they form something much bigger, a unity that has always been their greatest strength and the reason their impact continues to grow. The ocean surrounding the ship feels endless, symbolizing not just the unknown, but also the limitless possibilities that lie ahead for them and for everyone watching. And somehow, that vast emptiness doesn't feel lonely, it feels full, as if it's filled with the voices, memories, and dreams of millions of fans who have been waiting for this exact moment. There's also a quiet confidence in the way they stand, not needing to prove anything anymore, because their legacy has already been written, yet they continue to push forward as if they still have everything to prove. That duality of being both legends and still striving for more is what makes their return so compelling and impossible to ignore. As the camera lingers on their faces, you begin to notice the subtle emotions hidden beneath the surface, hints of nostalgia, determination, and perhaps even a touch of vulnerability. It's those small details that make fans replay the teaser over and over again, searching for clues, meanings, and connections that might reveal what's coming next. And with every replay, the anticipation only grows stronger, building an emotional tension that feels almost unbearable in the best way possible. Because everyone knows that this is just the beginning, the opening chapter of a new era that is about to unfold in ways no one can fully predict. So as the countdown to March 20th continues, one thing becomes crystal clear: this isn't just a comeback. It's a moment that will once again redefine what it means to truly move the world through music.